Alright, back again. So I'm restarting. This is my second attempt at this video as I forgot to prepare for it. So anyway, I'm going to continue with this thing. It doesn't look right again. It never does this. Okay, so I'm supposed to glue it to a board so that it doesn't wiggle around. But I thought I'd at least, I was going to leave it until I just going to make the whole thing in my own spare time and then just talk about the code, but I thought I might just make a video out of trying to get one of these all set up on the breadboard, and then later on I'll do a job on one of these things. I hope. This is my current prototype. It looks looks terrible. It looks bad for the Pong thing. So I'm just going to show this to start off with. I have to remember which goes where. So this one's the power. I used a purple wire for the 5-volt input, and I used a purple wire for the ground because why not? But I put a little pink sticker on the actual ground, or the actual supply voltage thing. These I've got to attach, and there we go. So I've only got one side working, and this is just with a pulse thing, but it does appear to work. So is it showing up? So it looks quite funky. The only thing is I actually linked the reset pin straight to ground on this is a 4017, which is in a little socket, but I'll never be able to get it out because it's covered in wires. Not the neatest way of soldering things, but in theory what's going to happen is you're not going to see these wires. They're going to be kind of covered up, and it's going to have a case over the top. And there'll be another little row over here. So I'm just imagining a little wooden case about this big and about there, and the buttons are going to go here, and the control circuitry will go somewhere around here, I guess. It's going to look terrible on the inside, but I like the idea that you can have this big wire nest thing, so you'll kind of see just this, and then you can undo the lid and you'll see all the rest of it, and it will look kind of cool. I hope. It doesn't really matter. All I care about is just kind of getting it to work. And the case is important though, because I've got to have decent buttons, not the little rubbishy little normal ones, because you've got to have proper arcade buttons for this to actually even be remotely fun. So this is going to have another row just over here, and then another 4017 over here to control that one. So it's going to basically, this is half the board done. I have to kind of cut that and resolder it slightly, but because if you remember all the way back to the Pong thing, the 1D Pong, I need to control the reset line as well. But there it is. So that's what it's doing so far. Not so exciting, but I thought I'd show it. I was quite chuffed because it worked straight away. It worked first time. It was just like that's a lot of, you have to think about a lot of things, and the wires have to go all over the show, especially with the 4017. So I've got a whole pile of printouts of the things that I need today, and what I'm going to need is not the 74HC595 because we're not going to do that today, but we are going to use one 4017. So I don't know where we're going to put that. I'm going to need this thing. And we're going to need the little pulse thing as well. A little 555 pulse timer to test it with. So I don't know how we're going to get this. So the nice thing is from the previous night, I've wired these things up. I'm going to try, and does it actually still work? It's decided to stop working, which is never a good sign. Hold on, this wire I think is supposed to, where does this wire go? It's been like literally a day and now I've completely forgotten how everything works. Does it go there? I don't know if I should be just plugging things in randomly. That's never a good plan. So I think it should work if I just do that. I can't see anything. Oh, and I just undid one of the important wires. It's because it's being moved. Alright, well, first thing, I'm going to replace these things with much lower resistors with 470 ohms. And that should make them a bit more visible on camera. They're going to have longer legs though, but that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I am sleepy tonight, and I'm wearing too much clothing because it's starting to get warm. So that's a thing that has in fact happened, because it's becoming summer again. So I'm actually going to take my jacket off. Right. So what are we doing next? We're continuing to take these off. That was a bad idea. I should have done that before I started. But at least I went and found a 4017 to use. But I'm a bit worried because I got it from another room and then took it all here in my hand, walking across the carpet. And isn't that the kind of stuff? Am I plugging this into the right thing? Yeah, I am, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I definitely am. I know what I'm doing. Alright, and I'm going to get my little drawing from yesterday. Was it yesterday? It wasn't yesterday, in fact. It was 2 days ago. Though I don't know if that will come out in the video. Because I'm still like 5 or 6 or 7 days behind posting a video. So once I made a video, it doesn't really show up for quite a while. So it could in fact be, this video could in fact appear on the same day even as the previous video. That's enough talking about time. Let's not talk about time. Let's just have a quick look. So I want the thing to come back on again. I'm going to take all of these off. So the reason I thought it'd be nice to actually go through bit by bit building it is that will kind of explain, if you don't really understand how these things work, this will hopefully make it all. So this orange one here is meant to be for that, which I think goes there. I think I'm getting better at working out approximately where they go. It's got to line up with that one. Alright, and then I feel like doing this should have a result, but it doesn't have a result. What have I done? Oh, I know what I've done. This is not actually linked up to ground. So we're going to need another long wire. I think it was this wire here that we're missing. Alright. Alright. we have lost a couple of lights. 1, 2. So which ones are we missing? 1, 2, 4 and 5. They look correct. That looks correct. Right. That one's correct. So that's just a good way. If I just take that one's correct. Alright, so 2 is not correct. Okay, that's 2. Okay, well that makes sense. And then, so, what was that one? That was 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 on my picture is this one here. So apparently this one here is the problematic one. And that's going to this red. And that red is connected to the wrong one. Alright, there we go. We're back in business. We have got this on here. And now, so what we're going to do, and we're going to do this as quick as we can. I'm going to take, oh, where is it? Oh, I don't know where the little tool is. I can just feel that if I try and yank that one off, it is not going to be happy. Alright, I'm going to put that over here. Oh, there it is. Moving that was helpful. Now I can see where the thing is. Alright, so I'm going to need 2 UL ends 6803s in the end, but tonight we're just going to use the one. So I guess I can fit this over here actually. I think that will fit fine in this orientation. Let me just find a data sheet for this. I've got 2 printouts of the 4017. since I've just spent hours building the 2D Pong, 1D Pong thing, you'd think I'd know the pins off by heart by now, but I don't. But we're getting there. We're gonna need those. We'll need these. We'll just use. Oh no! No! I lost it. Alright, we're gonna got a nice little new packet of these because I seem to be running out of the small things. It's so new, it's actually got sellotape on it. This is taking too long, this video. Alright, so I'm going to read this off camera, so this is that. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So I am attaching this to the positive things. I'm going to turn it off actually while I do this. I'm undoubtedly going to make a mistake. So that is the positive voltage goes in there, which means while we're here, we'll put the negative voltage with the right color wire, but it's slightly long, bit too long, that wire, to there. Alright, and we're going to need, before we do anything else, to set the reset line and the other line. The reset and the clock enable lines have to be set to ground, because we're not going to be messing around with those at the moment, but in the end of course we are, because I'll need to be able to reset the 4017 via the Arduino. We don't need the carry out, and now all we just got to do is hook up all the outputs. I've only got the, what did I just do with the short wires? Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to move this little chappy over to here and then line them up. Alright, and then I'm going to take these wires. Are they going to reach? They're going to reach. Alright, and in fact I'm going to try and do it. I need I need 10 wires technically, but we're only going to be able to do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. I broke one off anyhow, so that's okay. Alright, so they're all just going to go straight into here, so there's no silliness around this. I better just check which side. Oh, what have I done? How come they don't all fit? I've got more than 8, haven't I? Yes, these are 8. Okay, we don't need the white one after all. Okay, I need a picture of that, because I've forgotten which way around. So this is the ULN 2 thingy, and I have got it, so I am remembering things off the top of my head, which is cool. These are the collectors. No, actually, I think, no, we're going to have to use the long wires for those ones. For the outputs. Well, actually, we'll just do the inputs first. So that's the collector side. Oh no, that's going to be a problem. Alright, we have to turn this around. Up and move that. And we're going to move it slightly further. No, we won't. We will do it here. Okay. Because I want the bases on this side, because the bases are going to connect to the 4017. And I really should go, I don't know if they need to go through a resistor. Well, we'll try it without it, and if we blow something up, that will be fine. Hopefully it's not an issue. I don't think it is. What does the little diagram say? It says there's already a resistor in line with it, so we don't have to put any resistors on there. So it's going to go that way, and it's still alright. So that goes. So this side is nice and neat and tidy, but that's the only time it's going to be nice and neat and tidy. Okay, so let's start from here. This is going to be pin 1 on this side. I don't think I've got this in the camera. This is going to be pin 1 on this side, pin 2, pin 3 that way. So number 1 is going to go decoded output is to pin number 3. Oh, this is going to be, okay, I've told it like that. Okay, pin number 3, which is that one. Alright, and then pin number 1 is that one. So 0, 1, according to the picture here. And then we've got orange. Orange has to go to output 3, which is number 7, thankfully, annoyingly. Pin number 4, which is yellow, which is nice because in my head 4 is yellow, is going to go to number 10 on the other side. That one, I think it's that one there. Right. And then number 5 is going to go, where's number 5? Number 5 is number 1. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm just looking at this picture here, and this is the outputs, and this is the actual pins that they're on, and they're not in any logical, or not any obviously logical order. So that makes them annoying. So where are we up to? We're up to number 6, I think. 6, 7, no, that's not right. We're not to number 5. We just did number 5. We've got 4 pins. No, hold on. No, I've got confused, haven't I? No, I've missed out a number. So 0 went to 2. 1, wait. Where did the green one come into this? Oh. Things are getting very, very strange here. Alright, the brown one. Oh, this is really complicated here. Brown and red go into those 2 pins. Alright, gotta turn this the right way around. Brown and red. So 2 is the orange one, and the orange one actually goes to this pin here. Oh, no, I know what I've done wrong. I've been looking at this. Okay, there's the 4022 and there's the 4017. So I had it right the first time. No wonder I've gone and got confused by everything. So that one went there, and then number 7 was that one. And then number 3 was number 7. Number 4, which is the 5th one along here. So this is where I'm getting confused. Right, I've missed out number 2. So the orange one is actually number 2, and that's like that one there. Okay, and then number 4 is the one that goes into number 7. Number 5, which is green, is number 4, sorry. So number 4 goes into number 10. Number 10 Downing Street. And number the 6th one along is number 5, and number 5 goes into pin number 1, and now we're getting there. So number 6, which is the 7th wire, it goes into pin number 5, which is that one, I hope. Doesn't matter if I get it wrong because you can just move them around. And then the last one, which is going to be pin number 7, goes into number 6. And that's right, 8 and 9 are the ones that are on the opposite side. And we won't be using 8 and 9 at the moment. So when this works, we're going to be missing in the last line. Because we're going to need another one of these. But I'm sure I could find a use for the rest of the pins on that. So, because we're going to have 16. And 10 is going to be used up for this, but there may be some. They may have a little tiny motor on it for no reason. Kind of a vibration thing for the Tetris game, because that will be cool. We have 9 minutes left, and I think we might actually get this done. Like, 'cause this is all this is really doing. So I haven't got 8. I've got 9 again. Did it again. So I'm gonna do it in chunks of 4. Okay, this is the first 4. And we need at some point to put the ground on for the ULN thing. So we won't have blue. I don't feel like having blue today. Alright, and I'm just going to check which is the ULN. It's actually facing that way. So these are one out. Oh no! What have I done? What have I done? Oh, there's even more There's even more wires than I thought. Okay. All right. This time I have still got. I mean, oh my goodness! I had so many wires. I had actually counting off 8, and I actually had 11, which is classy. So we need another blue wire to put this one's. Ground is actually this one over here, and of course there isn't actually a ground connection yet. Oh, it's not even going to fit. We can't use blue, we'll have to use green. Is green shorter? I think green's slightly shorter. No, we don't need this one, it's just, oh we do need that one. Oh no. It's just getting complicated. I don't think the green ones are very nice. It's a shame. Oh, this is... I just have to stick a wire in. Oh, I'm off the camera too. Oh well, it's alright to have a terrible video. The main point of me doing this is that it actually gets me around to doing it. And I feel like I've done something useful if I'm making a video out of it. Right, and that one's got to go to the positive line, and we're going to need one that goes to the negative line as well. And we're possibly going to need, and we don't need that, and we don't need these 2 wires, so we can take those ones out, and that one's not doing anything, I don't think. But this is actually connected to the negative rail, so that's cool. So alright, let's just do this quick. So this is 1, so this is where I need this picture here, with 6 minutes left. Alright, so yellow is number 1. Number 1 on here is red and green. So the nice thing is that they'll go in pairs, and they will go right here. So 1, 2. So we'll always do the red first and then the green. Alright, so the next 2 are going to go, according to my picture, over here. So this is like, well, that's way off, isn't it? Okay, this is going to be a challenge to solder up, I think, because you're going to have to get. Right, it's got to go that way around. Get this to actually work without having wires over everything, because what kind of game are you going to have where there's wires everywhere? All right, and so these 2. So the black one we've got to find, they just go right next to those 2, which is handy. So they can barely see what I'm doing, because I'm not actually on the other side of the thing. Alright, oh I've got it wrong, haven't I? So black was the first one. Oh no, I've got it right, I should really learn to trust myself here. Alright, we're running out of time here. Okay, and then we'll do the last one, and then we'll have 5 minutes. 5 minutes should be fine to actually test it. So these ones, so grey is the first one, so I want this to go to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5's not going to get used today, but this one's just going to go down to here. So I think that is everything set up. And so I think we're actually going to get this finished in the nick of time. So what we now need is we need to attach this thing to here, and this is going to go into the clock input on the 4017, which I'm pretty sure is that pin there, though I should probably no, I don't have to double check. I do actually remember that it is in fact the clock input. So the theory is this thing is going to go do its 4017 thing, where it goes and cycles through the 10 outputs. That's going to send a high voltage into here, which is, I'm going to make sure I move forward a bit, such a mess today. And that is going to go into the ULN 2803, and that every time it goes high, it's going to basically pull the other side to ground, and when you pull that to ground, then the positive voltage going in through here to the LED array, that particular row will get pulled to ground, and so there will be a path for the current to flow through here, positive rail down here to ground through here, and this has got enough current carrying capacity, so that should be fine. That's going to keep that protected from the 4017. In the end, what's going to happen is this is going to be a 74HC595, which is going to be providing the outputs, and that in turn is going to be controlled by the microcontroller, and you're going to just be changing everything really, really fast, and it's going to look like a stable image. But if we turn it on now, let's just see, well, what happens. And it works. So don't forget, so there's two rows. There's a red row and a green row, and a red row and a green row. And so we can take out one of the things, and then you'll see that it disappears. So this is what's going to be happening in the end. We're going to be just changing this as we do it real fast. Now if we adjust, I don't think I actually, because I haven't really thought this out. Where are my screwdrivers? Oh, I know where they're. So we're in here. And then they're not. Okay, here we go. We have 2 minutes left, so all I have to do is adjust the potentiometer thing. Apparently there's a special tool for doing this, and I really need to get one of these. And so if I think it's making it go slower. We can make it go real slow, and then it should be kind of obvious what's happening. So it's going red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. But the idea is if it's orange and you flash it fast enough, persistence of vision in your eye, if you want to make it orange, if you just do a green and a red really, really fast, it should look orange. So actually if we speed it up, and we get it really, really fast, I don't know how fast this thing's going to go. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I think I am. Here we go. Alright, so the faster we go, the closer it should get to looking like a big orange blur. With any luck. And so the microcontroller is going to be doing this super, super fast, and so it should look like a solid color. All while trying to... there we go. Now it's like, to me that looks like a solid color. Not quite the nice orange it was when you did it the proper way. But hopefully if you get it really fast, it will look solid. But there you go, that's what it should look like. So now they're all on, but they're not all on at the same time. They're only partially on at this. They're on and consecutively on. But it's easily fast enough. I can't see that that's flickering, and I can't even do it if I wave my hands in front of it. And it doesn't look like it's flickering on the camera, so that's neat. So in the end, we can probably make one of the rows red just by disconnecting one of those. So we get a nice red row because that one's not getting any green. But yeah, so that's the idea. So I will put in another UL